Share I just by election near AC against MPP. Clearly, Ghanaians are not happy. Clearly, even supporters of the MPP are not happy with the mess that this group have, brought to the people of Ghana and their own political party. They have managed the country as if their children will not take responsibility for what they have done. Meanwhile, some of them, because of money and the things they will benefit today, they have forgotten, sir. Sabi, and Pendream, and yet, woman man kwan and here. And Professor Jane and the Cardinal have well been accepted by the people of this country. I'm waiting to see what Baumia will say about this. Whether he would throw in the towel to say at this point he cannot match the card, or he will still want to come and try. Hey, Martin said, "Many opinion, Koku, Abanopawi, and now all attack it, NDC attack it, national chairman."
I was saying national chairman say, "Moko ewura makoyinam, enam no munyankoi." And I'm to one more post, and mamma. Where's my far? Where's my far? Where's my far? Some call, now quite hunting in you. Okay, we are not say. No, na platform, the honor or canon was it means say our unfettered access to the flag bearer. Nah,
you. Bakame, our for parent, it is only a bad parent who reprimands their children in the room. And that same to other people's children in public. Sir, General National Chairman, let me criticize the MPP of management. He should be able, as a head of human institution at the NDC, to reprimand some individuals or elements within the party whose action may be genuine, but does not adhere to the immediate advantage of the collective. NDC a human institution. Ipa wom obiara ne sade oye ne niema efa. Na se yenuan mu bi ahye so eye niema bi a ebetwa ya ase a. Yesi onfo pa no ohye discipline of his children from the beginning. Untwan ma bofran say one of the reasons why MPP have collapsed today in President Akufo-Addo's hand is just the same as parental irresponsibility. Say, wahye swama enem na bia koso a wantimi anka ho asem. Ti by the time wa obehu say he wanted to reprimand his own party people. As I said, they have done harm to his own integrity, his own vision, his own political life, and made him one of the worst presidents Ghana has ever seen in our history. We will not wait, and we endorse that reprimand from the national chairman. Indeed, he said it categorical. At the time when flag bearer was, at the time when running mate was, at the time when general secretary was, and at that opportune moment, everyone that mattered in the NDC was at that forum. He is the commander of the troop. It is the national chairman and the general secretary who will produce a president for the people of Ghana. It is the party that will take responsibility of the performance of the government. President Mahama Bese Sabio Abofra Oda Obatayim. Obatayim ni a party no, yani ebe government. Enti government no so beba no, nipa no mba be yehujuma. So if the chairman have seen some of the things that will affect potentially our government, potentially the mission and vision of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, or the collective drive or resolve of the party, it is his responsibility to say and vehemently say so. It is not in the capacity of Koku Anyidoho to come and be castigating it. Minya, Koku Anyidoho yeminya penyi pa o. Unim say enanu year na communication officer bi oti regional no di matempa because of Koku Anyidoho. Say time one. You see, I'm suspending Koku Anyidoho for misconduct. No? If I was him, I won't write a letter. It will feel said today, I still like Koku Anyidoho and not him. At the time, no, I was saying party leadership should quickly look at Koku Anyidoho's issue as a medical condition other than a misconduct. And I still maintain that something is wrong with my senior brother. Because President Mahama, at the time that Koku Anyidoho were in power, was preparing President
Wabeka say party ye joining or was joining a branch and a voluntary organization. Are they a voluntary organization? Obi and Wobetime you will be a free or a de facto member of the party.
Well, we have sacked him. He is not a member of the NDC. And he will lose public voice because clearly he is making himself an enemy of the people's voice. The grassroots of this party worked tirelessly to make President Mills a president who empowered our brother like Koku Anyidoho. At a time when he had power, persons like himself was so powerful, sir, like to call off Otimika the head must rule. That is Koku Anyidoho for you. Clearly, a person who does not appreciate who has made him, a person who lacks gratitude, and a person who lacks candor to appreciate, sir, will be an abre amanoye ye. But for the grassroots of the NDC, Koku Anyidoho, I don't know where he will be. Namekano, President Mahama, wouldn't say what to Boto Musika. Edi Koku Anyidoho ko US, echo training in security. At the time, hoping that will give him a big honor in national security to go and work, which was one thing Koku Anyidoho always wanted to be put within the security framework so that he can function. At least he was the Deputy General Secretary in charge of operation at the time. Koku Anyidoho NT. Till today, I am suffering the legacy of Koku Anyidoho in this party as a Deputy General Secretary in charge of operation.
Why? Why?
Have suffered same.
Why?
The legacy I want Jawa Kunyanuno. Ama Omufisa Yenina Yabedi Deputy General Secretary in charge of operations, you know. That position is one sensitive position that gives you a lot of leverage. You are everywhere in the party, in the country. Everything that the party does, you are involved. Intiama, Udimsa, General Secretary, Betuka and Bokra, na Omususe, Omama, acting General Secretary. Because of Koku Anyidoho Subainti. Because he hasn't left mark of responsibility in his position as a Deputy General Secretary. Enunti, Enotiminya, Tumi Bisa, he will contest his boss. Yes, okay, NDC is a democratic party. Uko Lusuya, he has not nerve to forgive himself, let alone to forgive the people who have not voted for him. Koku Anyidoho di swa mana said no hwehwe bia onam sesia. Sesia they also set up a group there friend Renaissance resistant group in the Volta region. Na Volta no. And I want to advise him because his own father is still alive. Samana said Ketia Yakokra was some party way a grooming Crawford, a grooming or no Koku Anyidoho. Chairman has children. I believe that Koku should give some respect to age and the elderly. I respect him so much. Even if he has psychological issues, and as I make it say, Wadani Keteke, at least so Okoda and Pasua. Let him think, sir. Chairman Asedun Ketia is an elderly person who has children, who have served this party, the longest serving General Secretary of our party. President Mahama was a vice president to late President Atta Mills. He's been a president of the Republic of Ghana. He is a hope, a beacon of reference by the people of Ghana when it comes to development. President Mahama Ewe Busiafo Onkola, even if Koku Anyidoho is suffering for a psychiatric situation, let him reflect. It is common sense that I'm telling him this morning. As for the election, we would win. If he wants to humble himself to come back to the party, let him do so. We will assess him and see if he is normal enough to rejoin our party. But he is not helping himself, and I'm he's not helping them with his own conduct of selfishness. Professor Jenana Opokwajima, even class 1 person, is in love with his comments and statements yesterday. What the national chairman said, you've heard commentators who say that this program is well organized and is very clear. Standobe, but his handiwork, they brought out the light that Ghanaians are looking for in the NDC yesterday. And for me, that is what is very important. And then, yeah, also a reverend, an opportunity to know what number you know about now. Now, all Kasa Basa Basa Basano. I mean, you should stop talking to Koku Anyidoho because he doesn't have a title. He doesn't have a title. Only President Mills got a Jubilee House. And now,
Debbie, Yanene Kasa on social is necessary because we are NDC, near NDC Dimuntia.
I don't know MPP.
Na onye mi ni onye NDC ni.
Only President Mills or President Akufo-Addo Timiko di President Mills won konkonsa.
Ah, no, oyede.
Omo di no won konkonsa egu ni hufin.
What?
Clearly, Koku Anyidoho's stance is very inconsistent. On one breath, Koku says he has lost his memories because President Mills have died and died prematurely. On the other
hand,
he's the same person who got to Jubilee House. Any President Akufo-Addo did President Mills who konkonsa. And you allow President Akufo-Addo to tell you, sir, he is not developing President Mills' constituency because they don't vote for his party. Because he was giving money, Koku walked out bare-chested, very excited. This is a kind
where you okay? Where you okay? It's not hinged on any factual you. They maintain.
Oh, Koku knows what I'm talking about. He knows he was in the Jubilee House gossiping with His Excellency the President about President Akufo-Addo.
Yeah, Mustapha.
He knows. Koku knows. President Mills' brother Babontekra Bekasai. Emma ahim for our free President Mills' crew. What is very important, remarkable about Professor J. Nana Opokwajima is that the John and Jane ticket, Central Region, after 2016, we had only 4 MPs there. And then we have over 13 MPs. No one should doubt the capacity, the ability, the strength, the credibility of the ticket John and Jane when it comes to governance. There is no way you can compare Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's leadership to what we have today. It's a mockery, it's a disgrace, an epitome of corruption, incompetence, lack of responsibility in governance. That is what President Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia gave the people of Ghana. And that is what they will be remembered for. So, Nyamensi said, at a time like this, Obatanya, or what, Babadaya, ever be vice president. Nyamensi said, teacher near, kwame dem see a school na, uko school to me via nam to kotokum. Now why we are me akwache. Kwame no yebi. Hello?
What's it?
Uko school na ode nama je kotokum. Udu class ani ache.
Aye.
Na me yebi pa.
Aye.
Kwame teacher for tini Daniel sa me yebi du baby ayedui. It is not a mistake. Sir, at this time, Ghana is in deep crisis. are even international debt under President Akufo-Addo, who is the lawyer, who understands the implication of covenant in whatever transaction internationally, knowing the implication that Ghana is not able to honor its debt, what it means to the next generation, a teacher, a female, a professor becomes a running mate. Most importantly, a woman. President John Dramani Mahama said something remarkable. Said her choice as running mate will brighten the light of women that have been deemed in governance. Her coming on board will resolve the difficult leadership crisis that our women, our sisters, our wives have been trying to resolve and to establish their importance and role in governance. So clearly, her candidate is Mofradie, and Kokradia, and Penifuadie, and Muruadie, Womu for the Escafonso, Edia. And the President Mahama has made it very clear, sir, under the John and Jane ticket, the Vice President, His Her Excellency, Professor Jenana Opoku-Agyeman, would have an oversight on 3 key areas: education, health, children, and social protection. Okay. I realize from there that Ghana, there is hope ahead of us. I am motivated, sir, to make President Mahama a president come December. And then, we will high Koku Anyidoho and run a German is like a class 1 meter. And Kanye cannot convince any Ghanaian because they know that he was the Deputy General Secretary of the NDC. They also know that Koku Anyidoho is on the payroll of government to be attacking his own political party, particularly the national chairman of our party and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Our refusal to mind him only demonstrates our level of tolerance to free speech and other things. But Koku is not leaving a legacy for his children. And I'm very afraid that this should not be my end as a Deputy General Secretary. I'm praying so much. Sir, we never yet.
Mamena wase